Remember that California high-speed rail thing that was supposed to let you zip from San Francisco to LA in like 3 hours? Yeah, it's still not built. And now the federal government is basically threatening to take back $4 billion unless California can magically convince them this isn't just a gigantic taxpayer-funded train to nowhere. So this whole thing started with a dream. Now it's giving scam vibes. So let's break it down. So here's what just dropped. The U.S. Transportation Secretary gave California's high-speed rail team, the CHSRA, 30 days to come up with a new plan, or else the government is yanking $4 billion in funding. And that's not a suggestion, that's a you better fix it or we're done. Acting Railroad Administrator Drew Feely said CHSRA has missed deadlines, blown through the budget, and failed to deliver even a scaled-down version of the original project. That version was supposed to be 800 miles of track. Now it's just 119 miles of unfinished track. It's in the Central Valley, not even between LA and San Francisco, just from Merced to Bakersfield. And if you've never heard of any of those cities, you're not alone. It's like planning a bullet train between two Walmart parking lots. So let's rewind. In 2008, California voters said yes to the $10 billion bond to kickstart high-speed rail, the first of its kind in the US. It seems like a good idea, or seemed. And there were big promises. Those promises were 220 miles per hour electric trains, zero emissions, jobs, growth, climate, progress, travel. The dream, it was sounding nice. The execution, yikes. But since then, over $35 billion has already been spent. Give me some of that. The current estimate to finish the full San Francisco to LA route, $128 billion. Construction is over 15 years behind schedule. Environmental lawsuits, poor land acquisition planning. Meanwhile, the plan keeps changing. Every time they run into a problem, they just shrink the project. It went from 800 miles to 500 to 171, now to 119 miles. And at this rate, they'll just be left with a train that just like loops around a parking lot in Fresno or something. I don't know. So here's what the feds are saying. They're saying we support high-speed rail, but this ain't it, chief. They ran a full audit and found cost overruns, bad project management, and zero evidence that CHSRA has fixed any of the issues. Even though the scope got smaller, the cost per mile is getting worse. We're talking over $200 million per mile. $200 million per mile. That's more expensive than Japan's Shinkansen, which runs flawlessly. Of course, it's Japanese. Secretary Duffy called the whole thing a boondoggle, whatever that means. That's government speak for someone's lighting money on fire and hoping no one notices. Hey, what? I'm sure somebody's pocketing some of that money. So they want a recovery plan that shows actual deadlines they can hit, budgets that don't double every 6 months. I wish my salary did though, and at least some evidence that this train is going to run in our lifetime. If CHSRA fails to deliver, the government's going to pull the plug and send that money to the states that actually know how to finish projects. Hawaii, Florida, Texas. So meanwhile, outside the US, here's what high-speed rail actually looks like. In China, there's a 25,000 miles of high-speed rail. Trains that run 270 miles per hour on time, built fast. In Japan, the Shinkansen has been running since 1964. 0 passenger deaths, 99% punctuality. What? The Japanese are great at building stuff. France, even France, the TGV connects the country at 200 miles per hour. Paris to Marseille, however you say that, 3 hours flat. And all of this is built faster, it's built cheaper, more efficiently than what we're attempting in just one US state, California. That's California for you. And it's not like they didn't have challenges, but they had centralized planning, strong public support, and this one's key. They didn't let the project become a political football for 15 years. So is the project just dead now? Not quite. California is still building the 119 mile stretch between Merced and Bakersfield. But here's the thing, like, trains don't make money or sense unless they connect real cities. No offense or offense. Nobody's buying a $40 billion ticket to take a bullet train to Tulare. And without extensions to the Bay Area or Los Angeles, this thing is just a government-funded treadmill. Like, it's a Ponzi scheme. Somebody's pocketing this money. And private investors who were supposed to help fund the rest are just ghosting because no one wants to back a project with no finish line. Come on now. Come on, California. So what do we do now? What does the state of California do now? The clock is ticking. 30 days to save the project or risk losing everything. The feds aren't against the rail. They're just done throwing cash into the tunnel with no end. And if California can't turn it around, the dream of high-speed rail in the U.S. might go with it, man. We can't build a high-speed rail because right now the only thing moving fast is the money out of our hands, out of taxpayers' hands. So, you know, subscribe or you get this backhand. Subscribe, drop a comment. What do you think? Can California still build this train? Can we train California? Can we run a train on California? Or should we just Venmo Japan and ask them to build it for us or something? Like, come on now. So subscribe. See ya.